Hi. Welcome to a mindful morning yoga flow, designed to gently awaken the body and cultivate a sense of calm and presence for the day ahead while grounding and energizing. Throughout, the focus is on maintaining awareness of the breath and bodily sensations, fostering a deep connection between mind, body, and breath. Find your mat and let's get flowing. Hi. Find a comfortable seat. If you're okay to sit on your heels, sit on your heels. Otherwise, simple cross-legged or anything else works for you better. Let's take a moment to tune in. So get comfortable, lengthen the lower back, rotate the shoulders back and down, hands onto your thighs, your knees, palms facing down or up, and close your eyes. Take a moment to observe. How are you feeling right now? How does your body feel? What's in your mind? Just looking from the outside. Try not to get stuck and try not to give any space for judgment. Just observing, simply observing. Arrive to your space. Take this time to your body, to your mind, and the connection in between. Set an intention for your class if you would like. Anything you might be working with, anything that's in your life really present at the moment. Or beautiful thing is always to send it to someone else who might need it a little more during these times. So set your intention. And then let's start to take a moment to connect to the breath. Inhale, exhale through your nose. Inhale, feel the breath in your throat, your chest, your belly. Exhale out from your belly, chest, and throat. Inhale, feel the air in your nose, your throat, chest, and belly. Exhale out from the belly, chest, throat, and nose. Inhale, feel the air coming in through your nose, your throat, your chest, your ribs, your belly. Exhale out from the belly, ribs, chest, throat, and nose. Inhale through the nose, throat, fill up your chest, ribs, belly. Exhale out from the belly, ribs, chest, throat, and nose. Few more. Inhale. Really widen your ribs. Let your belly round out. And exhale from the belly, ribs, chest, throat, and nose. Take one more inhale, feeling up, expanding, creating space. Exhale, let go. Everything no longer serves you here. And then start to open your eyes. Rotate the shoulders back and down. Bring the hands onto your knees. Let's start to warm up the spine a little. So hold your knees. Push the chest forward, shoulders back. Open your heart. Maybe look up to the sky. Exhale. Push the knees away around your spine. Tailbone under. Inhale, heart forward, shoulders back, bend your elbows by your side, really pulling the heart forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round, really rounding the space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, try to outer rotate your shoulders. Use your hands here to pull the elbows, shoulders back, chest forward. And now first push onto your knees to round, tailbone under. Then you can hold your knees and pull the round a little more. Inhale, hard forward, widen your sit bones, arching your spine. Exhale, round, tailbone under. Inhale, arch your spine, open your chest and your heart, broaden your collarbones, and exhale, round, connect to your core, open the back side of your body. Come back to the center. Let's work with the 7 wonders of the spine. So start by interlacing your fingers and extending the palms facing up to the ceiling. Extend your elbows. Bring the biceps by your ears. Let's start with the side bend. Reach up to the sky and start to bend over to your right. Right away, the right shoulder forward. Try to create length for the right side of your body as well. Navel in and up. With the side bend, we are creating space, opening the energy channels. And come back to the center. Reach up to the ceiling, bend over to your left. Now the left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Again, belly button up to your spine. Side bend, creating space. Lengthen also the left side of your body. Come back to the center. Let's twist to the right. From your waist, thoracic spine, start to twist. Try to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Through the length, we can twist. With the twist, we detox. Come back to the center. Shoulders down, lengthen up, and twist to the opposite direction over to your left. Again, we are detoxing, clearing the energy. Come back to the center. Let's fold forward at the hips. Try to keep the biceps by your ears. Lengthen. Don't come all the way down. Just hovering your ribs still off your thighs. Try to lengthen your whole spine. When we are forward folding, we are calming the energy. Now we are going through the length, finding the activation as well. Come back to the center. And now lift a little higher, open up your heart, back bend underneath the shoulder blades always first. First is your chest, your upper back, and then if it feels okay, you can go a little deeper, always creating space. With back bends, we are regaining the energy. Come back to the center. Now let's round just as a counter. Again, calming the energy, pushing the palms forward, rounding the spine, tailbone under. Through the center, release the hands. Bring the fingers behind you, stay on your fingertips. Start to push your chest forward, squeeze the elbows a little closer together, open your heart. Now we are elevating, expanding, finding that empowerment. Even lift your hips off the floor if that feels good. Push your hips forward, lift your heart up a little higher. And slowly, with the control, release the hips down onto your heels. Send your arms sideways up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Beautiful. Come to the back of your mat. If you were seated, simple cross-legged, now find sit on your heels. Inhale, send your arms up, overhead, sideways. And exhale, lean forward at your hips. Reach a little further with your fingers, creating space for the side bodies. And now keep the elbows close to your body. Bring the chin down, chest down between your hands. Your hips are still off the floor. And then slide all the way down onto your belly. Activate your legs. Press the top of your feet down. Turn your inner thighs up to the sky. Open your arms, your hands, so your elbows are 90-degree angled. You are on your fingertips. Inhale, chin into your chest. Start to round up. Open your heart and melt your chest down. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, rotate the shoulders back and down and let your chest melt down. Keep going. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, lower down. One more inhale, rolling up. Exhale, lower down. Now flatten your hands down, tuck your toes under, keep the chest close to the floor. You can walk your knees in a little closer to you. And then through arching, push yourself back into your child's pose. Release the hips down onto your heels, around your spine, arms up, overhead, sideways. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Inhale, send your arms up, overhead, sideways, collecting the energy, reaching to the sky. Exhale, fold forward at your hips. Inhale, reach a little further to create space. And exhale, elbows close to your body, chest down between your hands, slide all the way down onto your belly. Once again, open your fingers to the side, elbows are 90-degree angled. Drop the right shoulder into the center line, twist, and look over your left. Come back to the center. Left shoulder in, look over your right. Come back to the center. Keep going, twisting from the thoracic spine. Really moving that space between the shoulder blades. Now, once you twist over to your left, maybe bend the left heel in. And back to the center. Twist over to your right, bend the right heel in. Look back behind you. Back to the center. One more. Back to the center. And last. Back to the center. Once again, flatten your hands down. Tuck your toes under. Keep the chest close to the floor. Tail up the relief first through the spine, arching. Release the hips down into your heels. Child's pose. And inhale, send the arms up, overhead, sideways. Exhale, hands together to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward at your hips. Inhale, reach a little further. And exhale, chin down, chest down, elbows hugged in. Slide all the way down onto your belly. And this time, reach your arms forward. Palms facing each other's, shoulders away from the ears. You can release your forehead down or you can hover your forehead slightly off the floor. Keep pressing the pinky finger side down. Hover the belly button off the floor. At least the feeling of lifting your belly button up to your spine. Now lengthen to lift the right leg up. Keep the right hip on the floor. And lower. Lengthen to lift the left leg up. And lower. Inhale, lift your right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your right leg and your left arm. The opposites. Exhale, lower. Inhale, Right arm, left leg, lengthen to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, change. Exhale, lower. One more inhale. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, start to lift your right leg, left arm. Reach the left arm all the way up. Thumb is leading the way. Now turn the thumb facing down and lower the left arm by your side, right leg down. Again, right leg, left arm. Pinky finger is leading the way up. And then pinky finger is leading the way down. Let's go the other way. Left leg, right arm. Thumb is leading the way up. Turn the thumb down. It's also leading the way down. Release your head down as well. Pinky is leading the way up. And pinky is leading the way down. So let's go one more. Inhale. And lower exhale. Inhale, lengthen, lift. And exhale to lower. One more to the right. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Bring the hands by your shoulders, tuck your toes under. And through arching, tailbone up first, really rolling through the spine. Release the hips down onto your heels, dear child's pose. And inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands together to your heart center. Nice. Find your way to your all fours. Let's do a quick warm up for the wrist. So spread the fingers wide and just start to make circles, bringing the shoulders over to the other side, around from the front. Keep going, just shifting the weight to your fingers, your knuckles, the heels of your hands. Bringing the shoulders over. Now reverse the circles. Fingers really active. Pressing all corners of your hands down. Nice. Stop in the middle. And now turn the palms or the fingers facing you. So you can start to turn your thumbs pointing out and fingers facing you, outer rotation. Micro bend your elbows and let's do just back and front. Bring the weight onto your fingers, feeling the stretch on your wrist, and then bring the shoulders over, still pressing all the knuckles down. Always this micro bend on your elbows to protect the joints and also strengthen the smaller muscles around the joints. Nice. Turn the fingers facing forward. Once again, spread the fingers really wide. And now pressing all fingers down except lift your thumbs. And lower. Now only lifting the index. And down. Only the middle fingers. And down. Only the ring fingers. And down. Only the pinkies. And down. Let's go again. Just your thumbs. And down. The index doesn't lift that much if you keep everything else grounded. Your middle fingers. Your ring fingers. And the pinkies. Nice. And then one more. Bring the back of your hands down so the thumbs are pointing forward, fingers in. Bend your elbows to the side, lower the chest. And straighten. Bend your elbows to the side. And straighten. Two more. And straighten. Last one. And straighten. Stay here. Squeeze the fingers in. Make a fist with your right. And open. Make a fist with your left. And open. Really squeeze the fingers in, create some pressure to your wrist. Left, let's do one more round. Right and left. Nice. And lean back, sit onto your heels, shake your hands a little, and find your way to your down dog. Toes under, hover the knees off the floor, lift your hips up, and feel free to walk your heels and your knees one by one. Open the backside of your legs, your hamstrings. First, creating space to the backside of your legs. Side bodies, you can swing your hips side to side, really pressing your hands down, pressing the weight up, away from the floor. Start to find a stillness, little inner rotation from your upper thighs. Lengthen your lower back, navel in and up. Shoulders away from the ears, free neck. Lengthen the side bodies. Feel your crown. Tuck the tailbone under. Roll through your spine. So rounding your spine, shift the shoulders over your wrist. When you get into your plank pose, broaden your collarbones. Keep the ribs hugged in. Lengthen the lower back. Bend your knees. Widen your sit bones. And start to press your chest back. Lengthen your knees back into your down dog. Again, turn the tail between your sit bones first, tucking the tailbone under. Round your spine to roll the body weight forward to your plank pose. When you get into your plank pose, broaden your collarbones. Hug your ribs in, lengthen the lower back. Bend your knees, widen your sit bones. Press the chest back. Press the heels down, lengthen the knees to your down dog. Inhale, roll through your spine. Shift the body weight forward to your plank pose. Bend your knees. Push back into your down dog. Soften your knees. Look forward. Step your feet forward between your hands. Halfway lift. Broaden your collarbones. Open your chest. Exhale. Relax the head. Soften your knees a little. Inhale through the length. Bring the arms up overhead sideways. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Let's go through a couple of Surya Namaskar A's. Inhale, lengthen side bodies. And exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Relax the neck in the end, soften your knees a little. Inhale, halfway lift, broaden your collarbones, elevation. Exhale, hands down, step your feet back into your plank pose. You always have the option to release the knees down, shift the weight onto your fingers, hug the elbows in, 90 degree. Inhale, up dog, again, elevation, broaden your collarbones, navel in and up, elevating the lift, elevating the hips and the thighs of the floor if you're in your up dog. Exhale, use your core to lift the hips back up to the down dog. Take a breath. Soften your knees, look forward. Step or float your feet forward, halfway lift. Exhale, relax the neck. Soften your knees a little through the length. Come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Inhale. Feel every breath. Exhale, fold forward, soften your knees slightly. Inhale, elevation, bring the weight a little more to the balls of your feet. And exhale, hands down. Step your feet back to your plank pose. Flow through your vinyasa, hug the elbows in. Inhale, up dog or cobra, elevating either way. And exhale, lift your hips up to your down dog. Inhale, press away from the floor to create that space. And exhale, ground your heels a little closer to the floor. Soften your knees. Look forward. Step or float your feet forward. Halfway lift. Exhale. Relax the neck. Inhale. Come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. One more to go down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. Inhale, halfway lift, open your heart. Exhale, hands down, step your feet back and flow through your vinyasa. Weight on the fingers always active in your chaturanga, using that spider grip. Exhale, hips up to the down dog. Now bring your toes together, heels together. And inhale, lift your right leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Keep your hips square first. You can flex your toes pointing down to make sure you are not auto-rotating quite yet. Just pressing the heel up, chest closer to your left knee, left heel down, creating space away from the floor. And then start to open. Find this difference. Open your right hip, getting the right leg a little higher. You can bend your knee, bring the heel closer to your glute to activate your hamstring. But while you press the chest back, can you still hug your ribs in? Can you still squeeze the sit bones together? So we are always activating from the front, not compensating. Beautiful. Bring the knee into your nose, around the body weight forward. Let's go really slow-mo. Come up higher on your left toes, around the upper back a little more. Really make that space. Even come up to your right fingertips and see if you can set the right heel down before your toes. Bring the left heel down and open to your warrior two. In your warrior two, try to level your hips, letting the left hip soften down, lifting from the lower core. Lengthen your waist, especially the right side of your body. Sit down a little deeper. Feel the feet grounding on the floor. Top of your head reaching up to the sky, fingers reaching out. Inhale, flip the right palm facing up and reverse the warrior. Exhale, bring the right elbow to your right side. Extend it side angle, left fingers over your head. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, extend it side angle. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, extend it side angle. Bring the body upright. Hands together to your heart center. Find Skandasana. Turn your left toes out. Extend the right knee. And slowly sit all the way back. Nice. Inner thighs rotating forward. You can always bring the fingertips down. You can use the left elbow to push the left knee open. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Open your heart. And of course, if binding is part of your practice, you can bend your elbows, hook your fingers, or find your right wrist with your left fingers to pull the right elbow a little straight. Beautiful. Release, hands back together to your heart center. Stay low, use your hands if you need to. Transition back into your warrior two. Reach the fingers past your right toes. And then windmill your hands down. Come to the ball of your left foot. Lighten the right foot off the floor and send your right leg up to the ceiling to your three-legged dog. Once again, open the knee, open your hips, bend the heel in, chest back. Now come up higher on your left toe, shift the body weight forward a little to flip the dog. Slowly with the control, bring the right toes behind you. Stay on the ball of your right foot, hips up, chest up, extending the right fingers to the sky or over your head. Beautiful. Slowly find your way back into your three-legged dog. You can keep the knee bent, hips open. And pigeon pose with the control. Set the right knee behind the right wrist. And start to lower the hips down. You can always lift your hips up a little higher first. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, rotating the left inner thigh up to the ceiling, and then allow the hips to sink down. You can send the heel a little further away from you if you feel like you could go a little deeper. Otherwise, bring the heel a little closer to you. Stay upright for a breath or two, or right away start to release your resting pigeon. You can bend your elbows to the side, release your forehead down. And settle in. Keep it passive. Allow your body weight, the gravity, do the work for you. Sending the breath where you need it to your outer right hip. Soften your shoulders. And receive all the thoughts and feelings. Take them. Try not to get stuck. And let them go once you're ready. Take a few more inhales and exhales. Slowly start to release. Walk the hands under your shoulders. Now shift the body weight onto your right so you can swing the left leg forward. Your right shin is parallel to the front of the mat. So set the left shin on top of your right. Really gently pressing the knee down. You can always open your legs a little more, or you can bring the heel on the outside. Flex your feet to keep the knees safe. Stay upright. Or if you're ready, start to release your chest a little closer to the floor. Or chest over your thighs, your forehead a little closer to the floor. Settle in, try to soften, rather allowing the body to open, allowing it to happen, not forcing it, not pulling the body down, giving it a little time. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Now slowly start to release. Release your legs. You can extend your knees. Maybe do a gentle Paschimottanasana. You can hold your feet, your shins, wherever you can find to pull a little bit more length, and then releasing. First, the chest closer to your knees. And only then the forehead a little closer to your toes. And come upright. Cross your shins. Hands under your shoulders. Step your feet back. And flow through vinyasa. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Toes together, heels together. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog, hips square, flex your toes down to check that you are not auto-rotating quite yet. Feeling the difference, really pressing away from the floor, lengthening the heel up, pressing the right heel down, opposite directions. And then feel free to start to open the left hip, lift the left leg a little higher, toes pointing up to the ceiling. And then you can bend your knee, bring the heel closer to your glute. Try to bring the body weight even on your hands. So press the left hand down firmly. Heel closer to your glute, activate the hamstring. Navel in and up, ribs in, while pressing the chest back. Really slow-mo. Start to bring the body weight forward, knee into your forehead, round the space between your shoulder blades a little higher. Come up higher on your right toes. Really make that space. Come up to your left fingertips, maybe, and see if you can set the heel down before your toes. Then the right heel in, and open up to your warrior two. Warrior two. Once again, try to level your hips. Relax the right hip down. Lift from the lower core. Feet active. Reach your fingers out. Top of your head reaching up to the ceiling. Really grounding down while reaching to all dimensions. Flip the left palm facing up. Reverse the warrior up and over. It's a side body stretch. Come back to your warrior two. Extended side angle. Left elbow on your left thigh. Right arm reaches up overhead. Same thing. Side body stretch. You can turn the pinky in. Make a little more space for your neck. Inhale. Reverse the warrior. Really follow your breath. Exhale. Extended side angle. Inhale. Reverse the warrior. Exhale. Extended side angle. And come back into your warrior two. Skandasana. Turn your right toes out, hands together to your heart center. Extend your left, bend your right. With the control, start to bring your hips down. You can bring the fingers down to support. You can use the right elbow to push the right knee up a little more. And extend your left fingers up to the ceiling to open your heart. Or if binding is part of your practice, feel free to hook your thumbs or find your left wrist with your right fingers and pull the left elbow straighter. Nice. Release, hands together to your heart center. You can always use your hands or stay low. Transition back into your warrior two. Reach your fingers out, look over your left fingers. And windmill your hands down. Then the right heel off the floor. Hug your ribs in, make space to lighten the left foot off the floor. And then send the left leg up to the ceiling to a three-legged dog. Once again, open your hips, bend your knee. Come up to your right toes. Shift body weight forward a little. And then really slow-mo with the control. Flip the dog. Lower the left foot behind you. Lift your hips. Lift your chest. Reach your left fingers up or over your head. Elevation. Same control to come back. And then let's set the left knee behind the left wrist for pigeon pose. Start to slide the right leg back behind you. Always a good idea to find the squareness first, to lift the hips a little higher, left hip back, right thigh bone forward, and then allow the hips to lower down. You can bring the heel closer to you if you feel a little more. Open the left heel a little more away from you, so bring the left heel forward. Take a couple of inhales and exhales here, upright. Or lower down to your resting one right away. Open the elbows to the side. Let your forehead rest on your hands or on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Let the body weight, gravity, your breath work for you. Make sure you're not tensing your jaw. Send the breath where you need it. And feel this emotional release as well. We carry a lot of stress and other things on our hips. It's our emotional storage. So it's a beautiful feeling when you start to release those emotional blockages as well. Take one more breath. And once you're ready, slowly walk your hands back onto your shoulders. Start to shift the body weight onto your left and swing the right leg up and over to your double pigeon. So the left shin is parallel to the front of your mat, and then you can bring the right shin on top of your left. You have the option here again to open a little wider or bring the heel just on the outside and really gently allow the knee to soften down. Stay upright or release your upper body over your legs. Feet gently flexed to keep the knees safe. Soften your shoulders. Try to be present. Observing always helps with that. Really observing the feelings, emotions on the mat. But knowing when not to get stuck. Let them come, let them go. And connecting to the breath. There is a lot of life today here on the really peaceful beach, usually. That's great. It doesn't matter where we practice, it's up to us. Can we close the outer world, find the inner peace, and slowly start to release. Extend your legs. Once again, you can find your quick Paschimottanasana. Find your toes, balls of your feet, your ankles, your calves. Maybe walking the sit bones out to create space. And then through the length to allow the chest, melt down, forehead a little closer to your shins, to your toes. Roll up and go ahead, lie on your back. Just bring the soles of your feet together and allow the knees open to the side. You can bring the hands onto your lower belly. Lift your chest up a little so you get the shoulders underneath. The collarbones are wide open and the back of your shoulders are resting on the floor, heavy on the floor. Breathe down to your lower belly. Let the belly rise up with your inhale and soften down with your exhale. Give your inner organs a little massage with the deep inhalation and exhalation. You can always play with the thoughts, sending your breath to different organs, different body parts, and just feeling the breath right there. Soften your face. Soften your skin all around. And then use your hands to bring the knees together. You can open your feet mat distance apart. Let the knees lean onto each other's. Slight inner rotation. Now, once you're ready, start to extend your legs. Arms down by your side. You can always open your arms and your legs a little wider. Let the toes fall outwards. Maybe palms facing up. You might feel a little more receiving. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. Receiving the practice. Receiving all the beautiful benefits. So take your time in the final savasana. Keep receiving, keep feeling, keep enjoying the feeling after the practice. And always say big thank you to yourself before you leave your mat, before you leave your practice. Take care. Have a beautiful day ahead or night if you practiced at nighttime. Take care. Namaste.